That was.
What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. How are we all going today? On today's video, I went down and rode Bulli downhill, and holy Jesus, was it quite an experience. First of all, shout out to Mark from Pacific Prizm. I'll link the shop down below and Instagram and everything else. He was our little tour guide, I guess, there, and his wonderful wife, Rach, actually shuttled us. So that was my first time ever being shuttled, and what an amazing thing that is to get actually shuttled while riding. But yeah, Bulli was really intense, and I guess maybe because I was riding with obviously Matt, who's quite a good rider, Mark, who rides there a lot, and then obviously Troy, who Mark's friend, who also rides there quite regularly as well. I was sort of the weak link, and first run straight down like the Bulli downhill, I was like definitely found out pretty quickly that I was like, whoa, this is some pretty intense stuff. Just a completely different style of riding down there. The terrain is just so beautiful, but like nothing like I've ever ridden before. So yeah, we'll dive into some chest cam stuff. Then it'll be followed by some behind the camera stuff from me with Matt, which turned out really nice. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And then yeah, I'll just wrap today's video up. But let's get into the chest cam stuff. Woo!
Yep. What the fuck? What the fuck? Definitely need to pick that line, don't you? I need to look at some of this shit a bit more. I don't get that into it. Thank you. Whew, that's tight. Whew. Oh no, that is steep. Nah, that's out of my paycheck, man.
That's good shit.
That's so much fun, eh? You good?
Hey, I'm sweet.
Yeah, nice biryani.
That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Just wanted to wrap it up quickly here, just with a couple thoughts about my experience at Bulli. I'm not going to lie, that was probably one of the first times I've actually felt scared riding. And it might have been like, although there was a few things that contributed to that. I think starting off with like the first lap being the downhill, which is in my like experience, and I'm not the best rider, and I certainly know that, and I'm definitely trying to grow as a rider. And I think the thing for me is that I'm not out there trying to do the gnarliest things. I'm just like pretty stoked getting from top to bottom, you know, at a reasonable pace. Like I'd much prefer to become the best filmer than I would be to be the best rider. So like I definitely was nervous, and obviously riding with some pretty good riders, you definitely can feel like you're holding them up, and I definitely sort of got into that mindset. But on the complete flip side of that, riding with really good riders shows you where you want to progress. So I definitely enjoyed that, and it definitely was good to ride with some pretty good riders to see where, like, okay, this is where I want to be. And if I didn't ride with those people, I wouldn't have never noticed that, because like I go ride Kentland and I'm like pretty happy. I can do most of the things reasonably quick and I enjoy it. I think another thing, riding obviously with people that ride there all the time, for me and how I grow as a rider, I need to sort of strategically like break down sections of trails that I struggle with, and that's what I've done when I rode Kent Lynn. Whenever there was a section that I couldn't do, I would hike that section. But obviously riding with people that ride there all the time, they do it quite easily, and so I feel like that for me, I need to go back to Bulli and sort of just break down sections. So there was a few sections through that trail that I just couldn't do, and I needed to spend more time there doing them, which I intend on doing in the future, because there was just so many different lines to take. Yeah, I'd really want to go back there and just spend a day, probably not even with a camera, and just breaking down the sections so I can do them with confidence. But yeah, regardless of everything else, it was like a super fun time. I really enjoyed riding with Mark and then Troy and then Buzz as well, because it gave me the opportunity to see where I wanted to grow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next upcoming videos, I do have, I finally got my hands on an Evoc capture camera hip pack. So there's gonna be a review on that video. Oh, sorry. There'll be a review on that camera bag. And then I'm also doing a shit camera versus my good camera video. So I'm gonna go out and shoot with Matt, and John's gonna be the model. And I'll show you guys that you don't necessarily need an expensive setup to get some cool photos. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit subscribe, and like the video. It does obviously help out the channel. I know there's like some crazy statistic that like, I think it's like 95% of the people that actually watch my videos aren't subscribed. So hey, I don't know, if you enjoy what you see, hit subscribe. I upload videos every Monday. And yeah, but yeah, so besides all that, guys, hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're being safe, enjoying life and everything else that life has to offer. But besides that, have a fantastic day. Go outside, ride, capture, create, and I'll see you guys next Monday.